one of the best film reviews of all time is The Onion's review of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Dan, what do you think about that?
He's in.
All right.
Season means a pizza production. He's just trying to kill people and...
Yay, we did it.
Welcome back to Top 10 Anime of 2019.
This is the best Christmas gift we can give anyone, honestly.
It's true.
What is
speaking of which,
let's skip the top 10. What is the best anime of 2019?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'd say probably like Demon Slayer.
I was about to say, is it Demon Slayer?
Yeah, I like it just looks really pretty.
Fair.
But can we talk about like how everybody is clamoring to do a top like blank of the decade list?
Yes, we can talk about it.
It's because everyone knows that like in 5 days from now, you're able to say, see you next month, see you next year, see you next decade, all on New Year's Eve and be the biggest dad.
Is that a thing people are trying to do?
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to do. You kidding me?
You know that like
No.
3 years ago, you could have made top things of the last 10 years, and it would have been the same. It would have been this like whatever list you wanted it to be. And like I feel like people are always like preferential to newer things. Like when somebody goes to see a movie and they're like, "This is my new favorite movie."
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, Jackson, what is your new favorite movie?
Cats 2019.
Well, of course.
Well, we'll get into that later though. For now, I'm still on this end of the decade thing.
Yeah.
Because like
absolutely.
What do you guys think the meme of the decade is?
The meme of the decade. Oh,
I'm a huge. Okay, so here's my thing, right? I get a lot of people saying
Baby Yoda, right?
No, fucking Baby Yoda's too new to be the meme of the decade. Meme of the month, maybe. No. So here's the thing, right?
This guy actually gave me a response to saying Baby Yoda's the meme of the decade. feels bad.
Listen, I'm sure people have been throwing that around because people are fucking stupid. My point is, the point I'm trying to make is I'm getting tired of people saying SpongeBob is the meme of the decade because SpongeBob isn't a meme. There are memes made of SpongeBob, but SpongeBob is not itself a meme. That's my hot take.
What if they say SpongeBob memes are the memes of the decade?
That's memes of the decade, not meme of the decade.
SpongeBob memes is the meme of the decade.
I don't know
if that's
property.
SpongeBob memes are the meme of the decade. See,
that's honestly one of the worst memes of all time.
No, I love that one a lot.
It's just because like you just want to repeat things back instead of like doing
forming
anything else with your time.
Yes, that is exactly what I
Not
want to
even
do.
forming a real argument, just like doing something else with your time.
Yeah, that's literally what I want to do. Thank you for summing that up.
See, I have big attachment to that just because one of my first real D&D campaigns, we made that meme in it, and that was like a few years ago, and I still see that one pop up from time to time. So like,
it's a pretty solid one.
However, I mean, let's be real. If you had to pick one meme off the top of your head, what would you pick for meme of the decade? Because as soon as Jackson said meme of the decade, I'm just like, I had to do it to him. That was the first one that came to mind.
That's definitely a top contender. That's one that's on my short list.
Okay, so here's my question about meme of the decade. Are we talking the best meme or the most like prolific meme? Because I feel like those are very different.
The best and the most impactful. The most like not necessarily prolific, but the one that like had the longest and most like direct impact on your meme culture throughout the last 10 years.
Kind of like how the meme of 2017 was Salt Bae. Like he started the year out strong and turned up throughout the rest of the year. The man wins the year.
Turned out that he was like a garbage person.
Did it?
I'm pretty sure. I
don't think anything like that came out about him. I'm pretty sure he's just like...
Yeah, I thought he just like owns a restaurant.
Yeah, last I checked.
I thought he was just like a chef. But I like how every time anyone puts salt on anything... Oh, is he really?
No, I'm just waiting for Dan to say something like,
okay. Let's see.
I just like the worst.
Lawsuit, sexism at Miami Steakhouse. He hosted Venezuelan... he fed the Venezuelan dictator. I was really happy about it. That's what it was. That's what the controversy was. I knew there was something. It's not that deep.
You said the dictator was happy about his salt?
No, he was like making a bunch of posts about how excited he was to host this Venezuelan dictator. It's the same. It's not even good drama. It's fine. I'm not worried.
I mean,
yeah, so he's not a bad person.
No. I couldn't know. Right. I knew there was a controversy. That's all. I didn't know what the exact one was. What the exact
I like how you
context.
just skipped right past the sexism, which you could have like worked with, and then you landed on the
but like
the dictator
here's
thing.
The thing.
And I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If you had said sexism, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Dictator is a more unique thing.
Is it?
It's true.
Yeah, we live in a society where everyone is sexist.
Yeah, I think less people are accused of having hosted a dictator at their restaurant.
Exactly.
I don't know. I know at least a dozen.
Oh no! Don't talk about Papa John like that.
Papa John is the dictator that's at his restaurant.
Sacha Baron Cohen. It's the Sacha Baron Cohen film, but it's just Papa John instead. So just Papa John is the dictator.
I'd watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too, actually. I don't know that Papa John has the acting chops for it, but I think that's why it would be worth watching.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
did you see his interview? I guarantee he does not have the acting chops. He couldn't even hold his sweat in when he was talking about eating all that pizza.
How do you hold your sweat in, Noah?
Yeah,
You
no,
don't
how do
eat-
you hold
You
the
don't
sweat
eat
in?
30 pizzas in 20 days, Dan. That's how you do it.
There's actually 40 pizzas in 30 days.
Oh,
I just
sorry.
want everything to be on the right, I don't know, to all be on the right page.
My mistake. You're correct.
They must have been small pizzas, right?
No, I
think
think they're personal pizzas. I think he does personal pizzas as his
I,
thing.
I just didn't think that he ate the whole pizza was the thing.
Ooh, that could be it too, yeah.
One of those, like, he got himself a standard, like, large pizza to just, like, quality check.
Okay.
How much of the pizzas did Papa John eat? But the day of reckoning is coming, and that scares me. Because Papa John has enough money to form some kind of weird militia. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not against this take. I'm just confused
I
by
thought you were
it.
gonna say I'm not against Papa John forming a militia and staging a coup of some sort against something or other.
No,
On purely a dramatic level, yeah, no, I'm here for that.
I am on every level in favor of Papa John's forming a militia to raid Papa John's the corporation. I think that would be
No, that would be 10 out of 10.
It would be the best. Is the day of reckoning the new year or at the end of this year?
Because here's the thing. I hate corporations, probably more than the next guy.
Yeah,
I
I
would
picked
agree.
up on that.
But I also don't think it should be put in the hands of private citizens to arm themselves and kill their company. Especially not when those citizens are Papa John.
Now,
man.
see, up until you said Papa
Because it's
John,
not-
I wasn't sure if I could agree with you, but I mean,
If
yeah,
it
I
was
don't
just
want to
average
give Papa
guys who
John
were
any
forming a
power.
militia to
Let's be
stop
real.
Papa John's. Exactly. The problem is that he's clearly not opposed to the corporate structure of Papa John's. That's not the problem. He just wants to be in charge again.
Same.
So he's not like trying to, seize the means of pizza production. He's just trying to kill people and take his job back by force.
Can
And
you
that's
blame
no
him?
good. Yes.
Why?
Because there's several things wrong with that, and he has way more than enough money to just live happily.
Yeah, but if you could live happily or you could start a revolution, which would you choose?
I would just make a new pizza shop.
I don't know what that was. Neither the answer. That was neither of the questions I asked.
What if that's the answer is less living happy?
That's fair. Okay, I'm here for that. Listen, man, if that would make you happy, I'd be very
If
happy
I was
for
Papa
you.
John, I think that would probably make me happy.
You know what? All right, yeah. If I were
Of course.
Papa John, I don't think I'd be happy now because Papa John's like got stuff going on.
Yeah, he's going through a lot. Getting divorced, racist, the usual.
Being divorced and racist. Ah, yes, the boomer.
Eating a lot of pizza.
Is Papa John peak boomer?
No, he's like 45.
I don't think he needs to be that old to be peak boomer. I think it's pretty much just the attitude.
No, because I don't think he hates his wife. He wants his wife back. Because I think boomers, the boomer meme is like the I hate my wife. The Gen X meme is Karen took the kids. So I think he falls into the Gen X camp of Karen
that
took
one
the
is
kids.
really good. Karen taking the. Can Karen be like? Would that be like a group of memes or is that a singular meme?
I don't know. Sure, just do whatever.
Karen taking the kids is just a singular meme. That would
But
be like
but-
saying.
Yeah, but Karen also is the same person who speaks to the manager.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, is
Oh, no,
Karen?
It's,
no,
the,
that
it's
is-
the same being.
No, that's not the same meme. Those are two
That's-
distinctly separate
that-
memes.
it is
but it's the same being.
Yeah.
No, they're not the same being. Of course,
Yeah,
they are.
They are.
They exist in two separate forms. You see, Karens are real world things, and Karen took the kids is on TikTok. It's
Are you
very
trying to tell me
different,
that
Dan.
real
I don't
Karen
expect you to
real
understand.
Karen didn't take my kids?
Yes,
Wow.
He's
you can
right.
ask the manager
He's
about
got
it
a
though
point.
if you really want to.
There we go.
Karen
Brought it
would.
back.
See, I think meme of the decade. You know, I had to do it to him. Is I think the in its most pure form, the meme of the decade, because it didn't necessarily change. You know what I'm saying? They just like put him in other places or like mimicked the pose. But
Okay.
like the idea of the meme has never changed. It's still you have your arms together or your hands in each other, and you just say you don't have to do it to him. That's it. You just one hand balled up in the other hand and near your midsection. That's it. That's the pose. So I think that's a classic. Also, photoshopping him into other things as doing it to him is a good one. It's like Where's Waldo, but extreme. So I think that one wins out in terms of like the most pure in its course. And I think the most changed but still relevant has got to be Doge.
No, I'll back that. I'll back Doge being way up there.
Because Doge is an animal. Who the actual dog is a female but I believe the meme is usually referred to as he. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, internet dog. Internet dog is so transformed from like the 2012 icon has, you know, whatever, and wow, such Doge, into please get me out of this cornbread. like, but it's still maintaining the same image. I think that's like the peak translation of a meme.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, I
can
can't not
behind
think about like there's Doge is just like an innocent dog saying wow, such a cool thing, and then there's like 2018 into early 2019 where it was just Doge has a foot fetish, and then it was Doge is just like being created into an elder tour against his will.
Yeah,
Aren't we all?
that's Doge.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, so I think that one definitely wins the most like relevant, and there there's Doge everywhere. Doge even got his own money, you know, Dogecoin.
I do have Dogecoin too.
I do too, yeah.
I think I have. Let me see. I think I have like $16 in Dogecoin.
Yeah, I have like a.
You have
I don't know,
29,000 of them,
Yeah, I have several thousand of
but
however
they're only
many.
worth 20 cents a piece, or not 20 cents. I'm sorry, 0.002 cents a piece. So like,
Hey, that's an up.
it isn't up. See, the bad news is I bought like 10,000 of them when they were 0.005 cents a piece.
Ooh, bad call.
Bad call. However, I had a guy who knows cryptos in at the shop the other week, and he's like, "Oh yeah, my prediction is next year. What is it? Next year, Bitcoin's gonna fall, and the year after, Doge is gonna rise, and then Bitcoin will be back up again."
Why is that his prediction?
Because apparently, novelty cryptos go up right before real crypto surges. I don't know why he thinks that Bitcoin's gonna crash, though. He didn't really get into that one.
Yeah, I just think honestly, whenever you deal with someone who's like a crypto person, they're always just like, "Yeah, this is definitely what's gonna happen," and then that doesn't happen at all, and they lose all their money. You're
Yeah.
like, huh.
Pretty much. I would not disagree that that is exactly what happens very, very many times.
Classic crypto people. And no offense, but I don't think this is a crypto genius that is living in a small town, Pennsylvania.
I would agree. That's why he actually came up here from Austin, Texas.
Oh no, then that's not a crypto genius at all.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you know, I made money on cryptos, and I moved down to Texas, and then he started telling me about the first billionaire he met, and I'm like, how many billionaires have you met? I did not ask that because I didn't.
And-
It was such a looking for attention comment that he made. The whole like, yes, my first billionaire was merely.
That's the same as the guy who says, "I have a lot of money because I've never seen Star Wars" on Twitter. Like it's that guy. He's being that guy.
No, 100%.
We should get that guy on the podcast. He seems like a terrible person.
Just get him
But
on
also
here so we can all make fun of him a little bit.
mine.
Honestly, though,
I don't even want to like make fun of him. I
Honestly.
just want to like hear him talk and just be like, this guy thinks that.
it would be an experience. Dan, what do you think about that?
He's in.
All right, cool.
All right, so I just let's see what we talked about. Oh yeah, so I've been seeing a lot of things that are just like top 10 blank of the decade, and then I've been seeing like top 10 blank of the decade 2. What do you mean 2? At that point, it's numbers 11 through 20.
Wait, so it's like the runner-up list?
Basically, yeah.
That's stupid.
You're telling me. At that point, don't say top. Just get rid of the word top, or just
It's
make
just
it
a 10
10
list.
cool things of the decade. Awesome, sounds good to me. And then 10 more cool things. Great, awesome. But stop just being like top 10 and then not making it top 10. Yeah, it's just weird. So I did also. It's worth noting. I've seen the cinematic masterpiece that is Cats.
Ah, yes.
I knew I had to talk about it eventually, and you know what? I give it a. Hold up here. Sorry, my
I have a
window
question about
got
cats.
muted.
Actually, once you get your
Yeah, I give it a
your
6 out
stuff.
of 10.
That's not bad.
No, it's slightly above average.
I have a question about cats.
Okay, what is it?
I heard, and you know, no confirmation. I heard there was whole chunks of the movie that just were not complete,
Like what?
like CGI that just didn't work, and like fur that was just like matted on, and like stuff like that.
Not that it was like noticeable to me anyway. There may have been some parts where like some certain costume elements were like just taped on or something, but it didn't really like look terrible.
Okay.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of people were like, "This looks terrible," and I mean, it looked fine. Actually, the fur looked pretty good for the most part. Like it looked like pretty nice, and like honestly, for a movie where all the characters are CG'd, it was it's like it uses less CG than most movies I've seen in a long time,
That's fair.
which was really refreshing. Seeing basically only the cats like fur CG'd on, and the rest of it being like actual physical sets is really neat.
That is neat. Also,
Because there's a couple of times where like the
I haven't
background is
watched
CG'd
it yet,
in.
but like from a lot of the pictures, it kind of looks like a lot of the fur is also like costume pieces? Question mark.
In like what sense? Like,
Well, like all the pictures of Jason Derulo I keep seeing look like he's just wearing a big fur coat. But
yeah,
it's
no, he
his
just
fur.
genuinely like his character was just wearing a fur coat.
Oh, never mind. then.
Some of the characters wear clothes. Not all of them do. But like some of the characters have like outfits and stuff.
Not gonna lie, the fact that his character wears a fur coat, a little bit uncomfortable.
Idris Elba wears like a fur coat. I mean, but cats are predators though. Like, you know, it's not like they're like at peace with living animals. Like they would totally wear fur if they could.
Here's the thing though, humans are predators too, but it's still kind of tacky to walk around wearing human skin.
Hey, it's not cat fur.
But it could be.
What if it's
sure,
but
it
it's
could-
still but what if it were like fucking is it better or worse to wear human skin or monkey skin?
It's better to wear monkey skin.
Yes.
Disagree. They're both terrible. They're both equal levels
Yeah,
of
I
terrible.
don't think either is good. You didn't ask me if one of them is good.
I think
Neither
they're
of them are
equal
good.
levels of terrible.
That is
I think that monkey skin is better than human skin in terms of like social taboo. I think it's a stupid and terrible thing to do, but yeah, it's better than human skin.
I think I would.
one of the-
I feel like I would feel less creeped out by somebody wearing human skin than wearing monkey skin because I think that if
No,
it, I
Dan,
think if
that's a
it, no,
take for me to take here.
No,
that's
let me
like
finish.
the creepy dude, like, oh yeah,
No.
it's okay.
No, let me finish because I feel like if they were wearing human skin, I would at first think that's fake and not believe that it was real human skin, right? But if I
Why
see
would you
someone
believe it's
wearing
real monkey skin?
a fucking like clearly a monkey's like pelt, essentially, I think that would freak me out a lot more.
I mean, they would both freak me out substantially, but the one who's wearing the monkey coat, I don't think is going to kill me and wear my skin. Whereas the one wearing the human skin, I think is going to kill me and wear my skin.
Believe me, Jackson, nobody's wearing your skin.
You'd be jealous. I look pretty good in it. But I just think
I'd be
that,
jealous.
Yeah.
Okay.
If someone wore my skin, you'd be like, man, I wish I did that first.
Man, I've messed up. I should have worn his skin first.
Yeah, I should have been the one to kill him and wear his skin, since you think it's not weird to do.
No, I mean that's fair.
I just think it's one of them implies like a homicidal rage, and one of them is just like gross and weird.
fair. So
Anyway,
moving
back
on.
to cats. I think it was pretty good. I think a lot of people who hate it don't understand like that it's functionally an opera. I've actually seen opera that has more lines of dialogue than I have with cats. There's maybe 20 lines of spoken dialogue at the most. The movie exists almost entirely in musical numbers and dances. And I mean, they're the same ones as were in the Broadway production for the most part. So it's not like it's crazy new stuff. No one could have predicted it. It's basically just a pretty neat looking adaptation of the Broadway play. That's my 2 cents. And I think people who are mad at that probably would have hated the Broadway play.
It's fair.
Because I think a lot of people are going to see it and they're like, this movie can't be good because it's vastly different from Star Wars.
I'm very intelligent.
You're like, yeah, it is indeed vastly different. They're like, these things are unsettling. Like, they're humanoid cats. They're always unsettling. They're always been humanoid cats.
They're never not unsettling. That's
Biggest complaint is
That's
that
the point.
Cat Taylor Swift is only in it for like a couple minutes.
yeah. I remember that came out on Twitter.
Yeah, it's just a shame they didn't have enough Cat Taylor Swift in it. They only had her do one number, and it wasn't even like her own number. It was like she sings the song for another character. Basically, like, because like the premise of Cats is like all the characters have to sing their song. Basically, is like the thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just like duets. The guy like helpers. Maybe the whole crowd joins in or whatever. But yeah, she doesn't even sing her own song.
Unfortunate.
It is a shame. The lead girl, I think Francesca Hayward. I don't know. I think that's her name. I'm gonna look it up real quick just so because I know it's not. I don't want to say an uncommon name, but it's not a very common name. Let's see. Cats 2019. It's actually, let's see what it has on like Metacritic. Ooh, Australia trailer number 1. I gotta watch that. Yeah, 2.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Let's see. Yeah, Francesca Hayward is her name. She was really good as like the lead character. And so was I don't know. Ian McKellen was really good. Jennifer Hudson was absolutely like awesome.
I forgot Ian McKellen was in that.
Yeah, he's like kind of like he's like an old guy, so he's like all right. Judi Dench is in it, and she just doesn't sing that well in it. Neither does Idris Elba.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's unfortunate. I think another huge problem with the movie is Rebel Wilson is basically like the point of her character is like, hey guys, look, Rebel Wilson's fat, and everyone's like, oh good one.
See, that's
So.
my long-running issue with Rebel Wilson in general, is that
Yeah.
her entire role in movies boils down to, haha, fat joke.
Yeah, and that's really how it ended up feeling, which was unfortunate. The guy who played Mr. Mistopheles, actor's name, because I don't recognize him, Laurie Davidson. He is really good too, but he looks the entire movie I just kept seeing him and being like, that looks kind of like Cat Logan Paul.
Yikes.
But otherwise, I mean, he did a good performance. He unfortunately reminded me of Logan Paul with his appearance.
Which is
That is in
unfortunate.
fact a problem.
It really is unfortunate because it's not his fault. But Jason Derulo did really good too. Honestly, he's just kind of because he plays like a silly cat, and he was a silly guy, so it worked out pretty well. Yeah, I think a lot of the cast did a pretty good job, and I think that in terms of like a movie, would I recommend it? Probably never to most anyone. But if you think you would like it, you'll probably like it.
That is, you know what? That's fair.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like trying to like objectively review something that is a super niche. Like I can't tell you that it's worth seeing. I thought it was worth seeing and I enjoyed it. But if you don't like musicals, and you probably won't like it. There's a lot of really nice dance numbers and a lot of really nice. Okay, there's not most of the songs suck. But that's the fun. That's the thing about musicals though. Like you watch a musical, you're like, yeah, 80% of these songs were garbage. But then you're like, those 20% though, they did slap.
The ones that stick in your head for the rest of your life kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Francesca Hayward and Jennifer Hudson both have like a really, really good number that they sing. Not together. They're kind of mostly not together. But both their numbers are really, really good. And listen to them on the soundtrack if you feel like it. One's Victoria's song. I think it's called Beautiful Ghost, and then Memory. They're probably the two good songs in the musical. The rest of them are kind of throwaway. Just, they move the plot along and they're fun and they introduce characters and stuff. But that's about all they're good for.
Hey, if that's all it needs to do and it does its job well, then it did its
There was also
job well.
a mind-blowing tap dancing sequence that I just did not mind-blowing because it was amazing, but I just did not expect it. It just blindsided me.
Fantastic.
Comboed with aggressive tap dancing as an offensive maneuver, very powerful.
I think I've seen that. That's in an anime, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. I think it's getting maligned by a lot of people, and I think it's like the public opinion is yeah, it sucks. But like, yeah, it does suck if you don't like those kind of things.
Did you guys hear that?
But then if you don't like those kind of things, then you go see it. Yeah, was it like a wispy sound?
Did my mic pick up the gigantic fucking? I have to assume it was a firework out right outside my window.
Yeah, it did, but it was very faint.
Oh, okay, because it was not very faint
sounded
here.
like
I believe that.
It was loud. I thought I would
Why are they shooting
escape that when I
fireworks
left
off?
the city. Well, I'm assuming it's a firework because realistically, it's probably not a gunshot. It didn't crack like a gunshot did, so I'm assuming it's not a gunshot. But I thought that I
did
escaped.
the Eagles win or something?
They did.
They
You know what?
just
That,
won.
that's
I know
it.
they had a
Yep, they
big
just
game,
won.
so-
You're right.
Birds.
That's it. Fuck that.
Yeah, they're playing the Cowboys, so that's a big win.
Fuck fireworks at whatever time we record this.
It's like 7:45, Dan. This is like ideal firework time, honestly.
Strong
It's
disagree.
dark, but not like too
Not
late,
not
so
late.
you can't make
That's
noise.
fair.
There's no noise ordinance at this point. So, guys, next time we put out an episode, it'll be the new year.
It will. The
true.
2nd of January.
Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions of any sort?
Actually.
Okay.
There are 3 gyms in this town, which is astounding to me, firstly, that it's such a small town that has...
What type are they?
There's 1 general purpose gym and 2 powerlifting gyms.
Motherfucker.
Are there any like are there any like water
I
type
hate
gyms?
myself. I was just gonna say, literally, my first thought was,
That's why I asked the question.
I'm furious that my first thought was, that's weird. I wonder how many Pokemon players you have to have there to have 3 full gyms in that town. Whatever.
We have more than 3 full gyms in the town, for what it's worth.
Well, I only asked what type of gyms, yeah.
Whack.
Or is it like a Gen 5 thing where it's like the one gym is like fire, water, and grass depending on what you're doing? So like that type of deal?
See, I was going Pokemon Go. He was going Pokemon Game.
See, anyway, back to what I was saying, because
Back to your part, because that's
I don't
apparently more
know
important. Yes.
how to answer any of these questions. Since I'm not going to be in the band anymore. I mean, as of right now, my last show is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which means that I won't have practice on Wednesdays anymore. Won't have any shows on the weekends
Yay.
anymore.
You have a show on Festivus then.
I do,
Are you
assuming
gonna air your grievances with the band?
am not.
I respect that. I have thoughts. I want to go. Keep talking. Sorry. I want to talk about stuff.
All right, but yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that more. So we'll see how life works out in that department, and I'm gonna drink more tea. You probably just heard my mug hit my microphone stand.
Nope.
I did.
Oh.
I had my ears plugged.
Nice.
Okay, well,
Very strange, you would think, for me to plug my ears in the middle of recording a podcast, but here we are.
I mean, I
I
respect
do it more than you think. I'm doing it right now. That's why I talked over Noah. I just watched like the green of the audio, so I figured Noah's talking right now. Oh, there goes Dan too. I just watched like their mics light up on Discord and start talking.
You know what? I respect it. I respect it a lot.
I've been doing that for over 70 episodes now, so it's worked out pretty well.
You know what? You're not wrong. Dan, did you have something you wanted to say that was topical?
Speaking of talking mad shit, did you guys see? I want to talk about it more, less because it's Star Wars and more because it's unprofessional shit. That the guy who plays the Mandalorian fucking went off on the new movie on his Instagram.
Did not.
He don't even.
went.
He's made like invisible. He has a helmet on.
He has a helmet on, but he's the guy in the costume. Fucking, he's like, it was a fucking failure, the worst movie he's ever seen. Like, I would have been ashamed to be involved in it. And I'm like, holy shit. Like, not even from okay, I get it, you're a Star Wars fan, you're mad, whatever. But the amount of unprofessionalism in that is astounding. And this isn't like this isn't like his first time fucking doing a movie or whatever. Like, man's did in movies. Like, he should know better. But no, he went the fuck off. And that is stupid. It's fucking stupid, and it's unprofessional as shit.
Is it because Disney will probably fire him?
Here's the thing. I was like, oh man, I'm really annoyed because he's gonna get fired for it. And then I realized, and then I was like, nah, they won't fire him. Fucking Mandalorian's a cash cow. And then I remembered, man's been in a mask the entire season. They could fire him.
Yeah,
It is true.
If they can get someone that sounds and looks similar enough,
they don't even
they can
need
just fire
that.
him. No, they would want, because the fans would
They
notice.
all they need to
The
do
fans will notice no
is
matter
the
what.
mask comes off and they're like, "Oh, your voice sounds different." It's like, yeah, the voice has got a filter
part
on
of the
it.
mask.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
his voice is heavily filtered in the show.
It is. Fine. They need someone of his similar frame. That's about it.
That's pretty easy.
Not hard to do. He's very
Especially when you wear
normal.
armor.
Dan, did you see the new Star Wars movie?
I have not yet. I'm going to see it on Thursday, which will
okay.
be the day this episode
Seeing
comes
it
out.
today.
I'm seeing it today, the day after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. And it's Happy Hanukkah, because Hanukkah's going on right now, too.
That is true.
The night, when we're recording this, is like the first night of Hanukkah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it is the 22nd.
I should know that, but I do not.
Yep, it's the first night of Hanukkah. So that's pretty sick.
pretty sick.
What was I gonna say?
My
It was
tree is
when I went
decorated
to
for
see
Hanukkah
Cats.
by accident.
And nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
They usually celebrate with a Hanukkah tree, but it's probably not against, like, you can probably do it. You can do
It's-
whatever you want.
It's more that the whole tree is decorated with like blue and silver and white.
Oh yeah. I mean, those are Christmas colors too, though.
Yeah, but not when those are the only colors.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I feel like at that point it does kind of. Although I think like silver and blue as like Christmas colors. I mean, obviously they're also Hanukkah colors. Really more Israel-based colors. But we'll get into that at a later time.
No, we won't.
Yeah, no, you're right. We won't. So I think like the flag. It's the same color as the flag. Sick flag. Anyway, I think the blue and white as like Christmas colors look more like classy than red and green. Like red and green is kind of like baby's first Christmas, you know. But when you have like blue and silver, it's like, ooh, this is fancy. This ain't your baby's first Christmas. This is like 7th Christmas. You know, this is like you're not gonna break the ornaments this time.
7th day Advent Christmas.
Oh, not that. This is like not baby's first Christmas, because this time baby's not going to throw the ornaments off the tree and break them.
Ooh.
Unless you have a cat, in which case you're screwed. Sorry, kid. Yeah, I like blue and silver as Christmas colors, though.
I don't associate blue and silver with Christmas colors. I'll be honest. Like, I didn't even know that was an association until just now. So
It's usually like if you ever go to like a Christmas fancy event. Like I've catered like really fancy Christmas things before, and they always use like blue and silver. So that's kind of what I associate it with.
speaking of, did I talk about the fact that I went to my first like actual corporate Christmas party this year? That was fun.
No.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that I didn't stay super long because your boy didn't want to get completely trashed at his first Christmas party, and it was an open bar. And the longer I stayed there, the likelihood of me getting trashed increased. And so I left, and also because like my coworkers are fine, but I'm not about to like hang out and watch them make fools of themselves. Like,
yeah, I went to my work Christmas party. It's not like a corporate thing though, so it was just like kind of small. We had like a couple drink tickets, and it was a local pizza place.
Nice.
But it's also a bowling place, so we went bowling too.
See, I feel like I would have enjoyed that more because as
I
ours
also really
was,
like
it
my
was like
coworkers.
it was like on the second floor of a it was on the second floor of a what's the word, bar, on the second floor of a bar, and like it just isn't my thing. Like I literally the only thing I did was sit and chat with people and drink, and that's it. And like there was stuff going on, but like fuck all that. Fuck all of that. Like all I cared about was just chatting with the few people I cared about, and then like half of them left, and I'm like, I have no reason to be here. And so I came home and I played Halo for 4 hours and then fell asleep. And that was my week.
You messaged me at some point in the middle there saying, I am the drink, I believe.
I did say I am the drink because
We're the drink.
well, you see, it is because it was an open bar, and I started drinking and then realized way too late that I should have stopped before I did, and had like 10 drinks.
Well, that's the thing.
like
If it's an
2
open
hours.
bar and it's on a corporate account, you better start trying to screw over the man.
That was my thought at first, and then I realized that if I didn't slow my goddamn roll, I was gonna be an idiot, and I didn't want that, which is another part of the reason that I left.
That's respectable. So when I went to see Cats, it was probably like the most Chad I've ever felt, because there's like hordes of people there to see Star Wars. Like,
And you're walking past
hundreds
and
and
going to
hundreds of
see.
people packed in this theater, and there was like no one in the theater for Cats. By the way, it was almost completely empty.
Amazing.
And there was just like lines and lines and like hordes of people, like with all the Star Wars memorabilia on, and like me and my friends came up with like, 3 for Cats. And like you could tell, like the lady behind the ticket counter was kind of like, all right. I see
I
how
don't
it's
think
gonna
she
be.
cared. I'll be honest.
Well, I mean, it's definitely like an oddity. Not that but just the fact that people were getting tickets for Cats.
It's fair.
Not that she was out there like, oh man, what Chads, but also she was like,
Yeah, no, nothing
wow,
like that. But it was
that's
just more like a,
something.
what? People getting tickets to Cats?
Huh. Neat. Her, probably.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would have thought. I'd be like, people seeing Cats, huh?
Who would have thought?
My friends all hated it, but I liked it.
Well, yeah, that's understandable on
I
both
mean, I
accounts.
guess I'm not surprised.
I wish I was
also don't think
surprised.
they wanted. I don't think they were the kind of people who wouldn't like Cats anyway. So it made sense, but I convinced him to see it with me.
Nice.
I feel like Noah might be able to appreciate it.
I am planning on seeing it. I don't
know,
think I'll like
I-
it, but I think I'm going to have a good time.
I think you could learn to like it.
See, I know the reason Dan's off here laughing in the corner is we literally the other night just had a conversation about how I don't like musicals.
That's fine. I don't
And
either.
he's just like, what do you mean you don't like musicals? And I'm like, I don't like musicals. And I don't remember everything I said.
We got you talked down to you don't like musicals that use music as like a break in the story instead of as like a
that's it.
continuation of the story.
Yeah, when the music is a break in the story, it is distracting and trash. The Muppet
And I don't
Christmas
hate that
Carol
take.
was the example that was being used, because as much as I like the Muppet Christmas Carol, a lot of those songs were just like, that doesn't need to be
Surprise, there's music now.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
think
it's-
Cats is the opposite, where like literally like
the speaking
music
happens
is the
and it's
story.
like, what the hell's this?
Yeah, no, the music is what moves the story along, and that's how a musical should be. Like the idea is like the numbers either they move the story along in some way, or they like further the relationships between characters, or they show like what someone is feeling, or they introduce new environments and settings. That's like how the numbers should be used. But I feel like you get a lot of times where there's like jukebox musicals, and they're just like, hey, we're gonna sing a song by Bon Jovi now. Okay.
I did call out Mamma Mia when we were talking about this, because someone mentioned jukebox musicals, and I'm like, oh, you mean like all of the Mamma Mia movies?
There's only 2, but yeah, I respect
Aren't
it.
there 3 now?
We made a 3rd one.
I think so.
No, there's Mamma Mia, and then Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. And that came out like last year.
I thought.
I think one of the best film reviews of all time is The Onion's review of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
it was a good review.
It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor and look it up. But basically, the guy's like, you don't want to like this movie, because if you're here to be mad at this movie, it's because you were never going to be happy with this movie. It's like, this is an Oscar season. This is coming out in June. He's like, I think it's a fine movie for people who expect to like this kind of movie and are here to watch a lighthearted summer musical. He's like, film doesn't always have to be high art. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
I do too. You can make a Mamma Mia too. Why not? Cats did come out like terrible time of the year.
Yeah.
Same night as Star Wars. Come on.
Honestly, it would have been better for them, in my opinion, to push it back until like a Christmas release, like do the day after Christmas deal, or just next year.
I also think though,
honestly, just same night as Star Wars seems like bad to me.
I don't know how much overlap there is there.
I don't think there is.
I don't know how many people are like, I really want to see Cats, but I also really want to see Star Wars.
See, I think it would be more the thing that people would like to see Cats, but don't want to go to the theater while Star Wars is live.
That's true. It was a nightmare.
Oh, I believe it.
Didn't even get any snacks, but I had a pocket full of fruit Mentos and pork rinds. So, it worked out fine for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's right. Speaking of movie, I went and saw Knives Out today, so that was cool. I don't want to talk too much about it until next week because Noah hasn't seen it yet, and he's the one that actually cared about it. So
I'm very excited to see it.
Dan, what is the consensus for Star Wars Episode 9?
did we talk about that last week?
We didn't because it wasn't out yet when we recorded.
Ooh,
Yeah,
boy,
it's out. It's been in the public. What's the consensus?
The pre-consensus was it was bad. The current consensus is that I had a friend of mine on Facebook say this might be his favorite Star Wars movie ever, and I'm like, yeah,
They said the same-
but
to be
you're
fair,
a bootlicking Star Wars bitch, though.
I mean,
because he is.
As in, he doesn't think Last Jedi was a good Star Wars movie.
No, he did like that too.
Okay.
He loves every shred of Star Wars media. Remember,
You know what?
Dan,
Hold on.
Wait. I just need to give you context first.
Okay, go.
First.
Fine.
Remember my peak Star Wars love?
Remember the Alamo.
Remember your peak Star Wars love, like
And the
extended
Alamo.
universe and everything, and the Alamo. You remember the Alamo?
Thank you.
Now put all that into one bundle, remove the Alamo, and that is
Why?
this guy.
Because forget about the Alamo.
Do you think that? Don't say that. Do you think this guy doesn't remember the Alamo?
He's forgotten the Alamo in his absolute blind love of his wedding was Star Wars themed. It was in his
pretty bad.
wedding vows.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's my thing. I would rather deal with fans like that than the kind of fans who trash the shit out of Last Jedi because it wasn't hashtag their Star Wars.
I would agree.
I like Star Wars because people who like Star Wars hate like 9 of the 11 movies.
No, I don't hate any Star Wars movie. I think that's like
Have you seen Solo yet?
Yeah, I love Solo.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, no,
So wait,
Solo's
how many
fucking
Star Wars
great.
movies are there? There's 9.
There's
and
9 core
Solo,
ones. Then there's
and
Solo,
then
Rogue One.
Last Jedi.
Technically, there's the Star Wars Clone Wars
Solo, Rogue
TV
One.
straight to might as well have been straight to DVD movie. It wasn't. It was had a theatrical release. The animated one. Let's see. Of the live action, there is.
I think the Clone Wars one we
11.
can lump in with the Clone Wars series though.
There's 11,
Right?
I think, live action. Am I right on that, Noah?
That sounds right.
Rogue One and Solo are the only 2 non-mainline
Christmas
stories.
Special is technically live action.
Oh, then there's 12.
That doesn't. I don't think that counts though because it's not a movie. It's just like a straight to DVD half an hour special.
I mean,
Are we counting The Mandalorian, the series, as part of it?
that's
That's not done yet though. So
It's
I don't know
not.
if we have like
If we're talking like major media properties, there's those 12 that we just named. Then you count in terms of TV shows, you have The Mandalorian, you have Clone Wars, you have Rebels, and you have Resistance. Are all three separate boys. And those are like our three animated and 1 live action television. So we have a lot of Star Wars. And guys, I think they might just keep making Star Wars.
Oh, you think
yeah,
so?
it's unfortunate, really.
I think I
mean,
can
it depends.
promise that, in fact.
Depends on how angry the fans get about this
No,
latest
it
movie
doesn't.
and how stupid fucking Disney takes their fucking criticism.
The thing is, it doesn't matter what the fans think about this movie.
That's true. Because
It's just
they're
like
going
every
to
Disney
keep buying
property.
it.
It doesn't matter. Either they're gonna keep buying it or someone else is.
No, that's
It's
fair.
like it's like Disney remaking movies. Everyone's like, yeah, this new remake they're doing of Mulan is gonna be terrible. I don't even want to do it because it's not gonna have any heart at all. And then they're like, I'm still gonna go see it the day it comes out though. You're like, okay,
I
then
do
why
hate
ask for
that.
change? Like, there's no point in Disney's never gonna be held accountable for anything. That's why we should just go in their corporate headquarters and kill them, Papa John style.
Yeah.
Papa John style.
But of course, then the
You know,
problem becomes
Papa John's last name is Wick.
What?
it's
He's
not, it's,
Papa
it's-
John Wick.
How dare you do
His
this
last
to
name
me?
is
You
John.
believe me for a second, Noah?
I knew that it wasn't his
As soon
last
as it
name.
processed
but
it, you
as
knew
soon
it was
as
a
you
lie.
As soon as you said
think
that was his
Noah wanted
last
it to
name,
be
I'm
true.
like, I know that's not true, but I can't remember what it is. Is it true?
No, his last name is John. First name is Papa. You fools. It's just like what's Obama's last name, you know?
His name is Shatner. Schneider. Schnatter?
Wait, you think Obama Shatner is his full name?
Yes. Papa John Obama
SCHNATTER.
Schneider.
Is Obama's last name really Care?
Yes, it might as well be. I miss Obama.
I never met him.
Oh, he was a cool guy.
He's a war criminal bootlicker, just like the rest of them.
I mean, that's fair.
Did change the age of consent laws for America, though, so that's pretty neat.
Did he?
Yeah, he made it. One of the things his administration did was make it so that the American citizens have international age of consent that applies to them.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
so they can't just go to other countries and then.
Basically,
Yes.
ruining Thailand's tourism industry. Although
Yes.
the thing is, the law is rendered almost entirely ineffective because you have to either have like irrefutable proof, or there has to be like an American cop conveniently there with you.
What a
So-
fucking undercover operation.
That would be
You go
quite the
all
doozy.
all the way to Thailand.
I don't know if we have
and boom.
extradition powers from Thailand, but
I don't know. With the American
We
way, we
can.
can have extradition powers anywhere.
Yeah, there was a friend of mine the other day who was talking to me about Star Wars actually, because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see it." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go see Cats." And then because it was like the day before as we were playing some games and chatting, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, this is like one of the first ones I've seen in theaters in a while." He's like, "I saw episode 2 and 3 before they were even released, actually."
Oh,
And I was
neat.
like, "Oh, that's pretty sick." He's like, "I had a family friend of mine who had like cracked like versions of the footage that he would get from his yearly vacation to Thailand." And I was like, "Matt, I want you to know there is only one kind of person who takes a yearly vacation to Thailand. If they have no family there, I'm just saying if you have the kind of money to be traveling internationally yearly,
You're not going to Thailand.
it's not pretty enough to go there every single time. It's gorgeous, but there's plenty of other places you can see. That's all I'm saying." And he was like, "No," and I was like, "Matt, how old were you when he showed you Star Wars Episode 2 before it came out?" The answer was not good. That's basically the moral of the story. It's like, dude, that's like the scariest thing. And like the problem is I've heard several people be like, "Yeah, this is like so and so they go to Thailand every year." I'm like, that's
It's not a thing you want to brag about.
a bad sign. Again, it's not indicative necessarily of something bigger. It could be nothing illicit at all going on. But I think that the problem is there is a lot of connotation of it being an illicit thing. It's usually seen publicly as a pretty bad thing.
Yeah.
So, but Obama tried. He did make it illegal.
Ugh. People
It becomes
gross.
difficult. Yeah, that's what I found out the first time because someone was like, technically, if you're an American, there's a lower, like in Georgia, you can have sex with a 16-year-old, but in England, they have to be 18 or whatever. And I was like, that's weird. And they're like, yeah, it's because of the international age of consent.
Huh.
It's a cool
love
idea.
that.
I mean, the idea of making it so it's like, I mean, obviously it's weird that like there's still states with a really low age of consent in America, but like I think it's a neat idea to be like your citizens are held internationally responsible for what they know from where they're from.
Yeah.
It's a nice idea. It's a good idea.
I don't hate it in theory. I just hate that it has to exist, like so many things in life.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And the application of it is also super difficult.
Well, yeah.
It's really more of like a social good law. Like it makes you think positively about the person who passed it. And unless you think critically, then you're like, wait, it's actually pointless. Wait, he's actually bombing citizens. Wait. But anyway, Cats is pretty good.
How's Cats though? Let's get off of this topic, this weird hole that we've dug ourselves into.
Yeah.
So is there a lady, like the lady from, first of all, I know that women exist. You don't have to prove that to me. Is there a lady from, the new Star Wars video game with the sister?
Yes,
Is
Night
she
Sister.
in the Star Wars Episode 9?
She is not.
Or one of her friends? Because I think I saw like a lady with a red lightsaber and I was like, whoa.
I think that's just
Isn't it
Rey.
in the previews? No, it was a red lightsaber. And she was like gray looking.
Ray gets a red lightsaber. It's like one of the things that showed up in the previews.
No, maybe not.
I mean, I
thought
know
it was
nothing.
like
I know
I thought it
nothing
was
about
like
the
a lady in a
context.
hood.
Yeah, that's Ray.
Why does she have a hood on?
I'm good. I mean, my prediction now that people already know the answer, and I'll know the answer by the time, like literally before this comes out, is that it's probably a Force Vision thing. But who knows?
I mean,
it could be.
it's-
She turns to the dark side.
Not to shit on J.J. Abrams, who is a talented director, but the man literally copied beat for beat Episode 4. So if his next movie is copying anything else from Star Wars beat for beat, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Force Vision.
Oh,
Wait, does Luke see himself as a bad guy at one point?
yeah, it's in the caves on Dagobah. He fights what he thinks is Darth Vader, but then he cuts Darth Vader's face, and then it's his face underneath his weird plasticky replica face.
It was him the whole time. Basically, it turns out the real friends we made were actually just evil Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically, and then there was
Really weird when we
Luke.
discovered those were
And
our
that's a
friends
whole
the
other
whole
ball
time.
game.
So you think Rey fights evil Rey?
No, I think. I mean, what I hope. Okay,
Is
here's
Rey
my.
Skywalker? What's her last name?
She doesn't have one. That's like the whole shtick.
So
And
then she probably is.
no, she pretty much definitely is, and is from what I understood. I think that was one of the things they were like, no, but she for real though, she's not. Here's the thing that's gonna piss me off, and I'm pretty sure I know what's gonna happen, and I'm pissed that I already
Baby
know what's
Yoda.
gonna happen. I hope. Let me phrase that. My hope is that they don't actually do the surprise Palpatine actually survived, and it's all fucking Force visions. The Emperor, the big spooky bad guy in a hood.
Oh, I thought you said Palpatine. I thought you said Papa Dean, and I was like, is that Papa John's friend or
I
something?
would
Or-
definitely.
you know.
I want his name to be Papa Dean now, but
Yeah, isn't there like a worm guy that's the bad guy now?
No, no.
not
not
fucking
to spoil,
knows.
but
No, from like he's in like episode 6 or whatever.
Oh yeah, see, there were a lot of guys that dead.
oh yeah, no, he dead
Oh,
too.
what about Silver Lady?
Dead.
Wow, that's sad. Well, what about
I'm gonna call
John
him dead.
Boyega?
Oh, no,
Possibly dead.
no, he's
Oh,
alive,
no.
isn't he?
You can't prove that.
Oh,
They can
It's
only-
true. None of us have seen the new
as we
movie.
all know, there can only be one black man in Star Wars.
Lando?
Is Lando
Yeah,
okay?
Lando. It's just Lando.
Is he okay?
One of the $5 says one or the other one dies.
I don't think either of them are going to die. I even think he's going to find a way to keep Princess Leia from dying.
I definitely don't think that. I don't think they're going to do that. I actually would.
What about
I think she's going to make
what
a
about
weird
that lady
cameo.
everyone was mean to on
and that's it.
Instagram?
What was that?
What about the lady everyone was mean to on Instagram?
Oh, she apparently. I actually saw a thing about that. She got apparently a ton of her. Like she just didn't get much screen time at all in this movie, and some people are blaming the fans, and other people are blaming storytelling. I'd give it like a 50-50 split.
Okay.
Because
what about
people are fucking garbage.
Is
That poor
Oscar
one.
Isaac in this movie?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah,
What Star Wars? Is he in Star Wars?
You
thing?
said Oscar Isaac,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Dan?
Yeah, he's
That's
Poe Dameron. Yeah,
Poe.
I forgot who's who. For a second, I thought he was Cassian, and then I'm like, that's not Cassian.
Isn't that the guy from Kung Fu Panda?
Is he?
Is he in Kung Fu Panda?
Oh,
yeah.
My
yeah, Poe is. Yeah.
gosh.
No, I mean he's right.
So they named Oscar Isaac after Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
That's really honorable.
It's
because
actually
Kung Fu Panda is
like
powerful character.
it's actually like a reincarnation thing.
He's gonna put Kylo Ren in the Wu Shi finger hold, and then
Got
flex
it.
his pinky, and then it's just
Okay,
that's how the movie's gonna end. Yeah, Kylo Ren's gonna be like about to kill. Is Rey? She's a Jedi.
Yeah, sure. The Last
So,
Jedi,
okay.
maybe. Ooh,
Good for them.
good for them. Fuck the Jedi.
Sure. So like, Kylo Ren's gonna be killing. Is John Boyega? Is he a Jedi? What's his character's name? And is he a Jedi?
His name is Finn, and he is not a Jedi. He does pick up a
Why?
lightsaber at one point because he's a stormtrooper, and as we all know, stormtroopers can't be Jedi, and also there literally can only be one black Jedi in all of Star Wars.
Lando.
Nope, Mace Windu, Sam Jackson.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Lando he's a bad guy though, right?
No, he was a good guy.
I thought he like betrayed everybody.
He gets better.
Okay.
Listen. If your friendship can't handle a little bit of betrayal, were you even friends?
Yeah, but didn't he like sell him out to like the worst forces on
Listen,
known to man?
it's fine. Everyone forgot about it by the time he showed up in the next movie, so it's okay.
Who did he even betray?
Everybody,
The whole gang?
pretty much.
I thought that's sad. If I was him, I wouldn't have done that.
I mean that's fair.
How
I
about
don't
Chewbacca?
think.
Is he doing okay?
I don't think they dropped a moon on him this time around. So yeah,
Yeah, good. As long as they don't throw that moon at that poor man. I
That
learned
man
about that a
hasn't
couple
even
weeks
been
ago, and
through
I can't take it again. What if that's how this movie ends? They just throw a moon at it.
I would
Like at the screen, and then the movie
lose my
cuts to
mind.
black.
That would be the best way this movie could possibly end. TBH.
Everyone gets together and they just all sit there. They're like, wow, Ray, you really had It's a Wonderful Force power. It's a wonderful parents. It's a wonderful lightsaber, whatever wonderful life joke you want to make. And then a moon falls on all of them and kills them at the same time. And Palpatine's just sitting up there like,
No, it falls on him too, because it's the
no,
space,
he
the Galaxy
threw the
Boys.
moon.
It's young Sheldon. Remember?
Shoot.
It's one of the
You're
people from
right.
outside the galaxy. Yeah.
Young Sheldon
Like, yeah.
drops a moon on Palpatine and co.
Yeah. That's what
I'd watch
happens.
it. I'm here
Man,
for
write
that.
this down. We're writing a better Star Wars movie than what just came out.
So
that's.
I mean, we don't know that.
I don't not know
It does
that.
sound pretty sick, though. It does sound pretty good. I just think that they're gonna say we're all Star Wars now, and then they're gonna hit by a moon.
Guess we really did have a Star
what
Wars
about,
of a time.
Who else is R2D2 still there?
He is. He's been kicking it since the beginning. Good for him.
C3PO?
Yep. He got a red arm now. You probably don't recognize him.
Whoa, I probably would because he still has the same face.
Nah,
No,
man.
you probably
You
wouldn't
wouldn't recognize him
recognize
because of his red arm. Just whole.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
He does a whole. It's real funny, and then you go read the comic where that's based on it. Whoo boy, it is not funny. It's very sad.
That he loses an arm.
He does. He loses an arm, and fucking his only fucking this fucking no longer evil droid is like, listen, you're my only friend, and I will give you my arm. And so he puts his arm on,
And then dies.
and then dies basically.
Yeah, because you can't like make a sacrifice in any media property when you're not a main character and then survive.
Yeah. But can we talk about death equals redemption as like a television trope?
I literally
Sure.
don't think you have time to delve into that.
That's
Ah.
true. It's been an hour.
Has it really?
Like, we don't
What
have
a
to wrap
garbage
up
episode.
yet, but we don't have enough time for you to talk about death does not equal redemption.
Death,
I think-
You know
death
what?
should
No.
never equal
Do
redemption.
it.
That's
Launch
my
into
hot
it.
take.
Do it real quick.
I mean, that's my
Dan,
whole. The whole
you got
take
10
is the whole
minutes.
take is this: if your main character and Darth Vader, you're up in there too, buddy. If your whole thing is, the character sacrificed himself at the end, and I guess that makes him a good guy the whole time. No, he's still a bad guy. He did one good thing.
Well, I don't think I think I'm gonna bat for Star Wars here. I don't think they tried to say Darth Vader was a good guy the whole time. I think he just at the end decided to make a good decision because he couldn't live with himself if he continued to make bad decisions.
No. The whole thing is he makes one good decision and then he gets to go off and be a fucking Force ghost.
I think he was gonna do that no matter what, right?
No, because unless the new movie
Wasn't
changed
he
it.
like created by the Force or something?
So,
Like where else was he gonna go?
The theoretically only Jedi can be Force ghosts. That's like a whole shtick. You can have Force visions and like certain people can like fucking Sith
Well, he
can do
was on the
weird shit.
council, but he was not granted the rank of master.
That's true.
So he was a Jedi.
No, he wasn't a Jedi. That's my point. He was not
at any point a Jedi. He was at some point a Jedi.
He was a Jedi. He just wasn't a Jedi master because the fucking council
he
is
was
some
on the
bullshit.
council, but he was not granted the rank of master as everyone.
Which is
as everyone
some
knows.
horse. That's like when your boss tells you, "Oh, you're going to get double the workload, but we're not going to pay you anymore."
Yeah, and then Ki-Adi-Mundi's like, he's too young to be rank of master.
Which is bullshit because that's not.
And
a
Yoda goes,
I trained him too young.
I
Too young.
am.
It's the opposite. He says too old.
And he hates sand.
He does. But like to be fair,
That's
same.
the thing. Luke actually the reason Darth Vader became good guy is that Luke used Force Photoshop or whatever it is, where like they lie to their head. They just do like they just gaslight you. You know the one like Jedi gaslight move. He does the Jedi gaslight move to Photoshop Emperor Palpatine into sand. And then
Vader was like,
Darth Vader
yeah,
looks just like, I
yeet.
hate sand, and then he can't. Yeah, exactly.
Eats him over the edge. No, I remember that part. That was
Yeah,
a very
because
important. That was much more important in like the novelization than it was in the actual movie.
Yeah, Darth Vader's like, I hate sand, and then throws his sand dad over the edge.
Point is, redemption should not, or death should not equal redemption. Fucking have your characters live with their goddamn mistakes. Make them fucking suffer a little bit because they're
I think
bad
he did
people.
for like a long
I mean,
time, but like,
To be fair, I think
wearing
the
armor
point
and
was
being
that
angry.
Vader suffered his entire life for
Yeah,
his mistake.
you know what? Vader was a little bitch.
Vader got literally all his limbs chopped off.
Yeah,
Like,
you know why? Because he was
every
being a
single-
little bitch.
But I'm just saying,
So,
you can't try and
that's
tell me
living with his
Vader
mistake,
didn't live
then.
with his mistakes. The man was miserable for the rest of
I'm
his
talking,
life.
okay, but like that doesn't excuse him then turning into the biggest of villains for like the better part of 20 years or however long. No, literally 20 years, I think.
well, he was living with his mistake and he was angry. That's the thing about like human psychology. You can't justify some things. You're just like, that's a terrible thing to do, but you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because you get lost in your own head. But you can
that's
also
what-
come back from those places. You ever watch like an episode of Hoarders?
No, that's my
Sometimes
point.
they're like, I've
It's
never once thrown something out, and then they become a good person at the end.
That's my point. Let them come back from it, but then like actually let them come back. Don't just be like, oh, but like maybe the real good was inside of him the whole time. Like, no, he was a villain. Let him be a villain and then let him fucking learn how to be good again. It's fine.
Yeah, but then like, what would they have done with him? How was Luke going to survive?
I'm aware in terms of like time. Yes, that wasn't an option. But like
Lando did that, didn't he?
yeah, Lando does that. Lando is a perfect example. He makes a
Poe, Is he a
mistake.
bad guy?
Poe Dameron?
no, he's a good guy.
He's a good dude. He's a
I just
chill
feel like Oscar
bro.
Isaac is like not necessarily a bad guy. I mean, he seems like a great person. I mean, he seems like a nice guy from everything I've heard. Never met him personally, but like he just kind of always plays like a sus kind of character, you know?
He really does. I will not disagree with that.
In Ex Machina, incredibly sus. In Annihilation, incredibly sus. Neither time is he directly evil, but both times he's incredibly sus.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with that. I don't know
Is
any
he
of
at
the
all
movies.
sus in Star Wars?
Not really. He's just kind of a hot-headed asshole, which again,
That's got a little bit sus.
which again,
Is he,
I'm
like,
gonna say made fucking at one point he gets fucking slapped in the face and told to stop being a little bitch baby and do what he's fucking told because he's in a goddamn military force, and the fans got all pissy about it because how dare you fucking let my good angel baby boy get told, hey, stop being a fucking idiot and getting people killed by your mistakes. Fucking Star Wars fans are fucking stupid. Star Wars fans are fucking
Sure.
stupid, and Star Wars is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I hate it.
somebody gets it. Somebody gets it.
Oh, I feel like a lot of people get it. Just because it's stupid doesn't mean I don't love it.
There's
I
just
hate it.
a lot of
Dumb bullshit.
just like a lot of Star Wars fans. So
There
I
is
feel
a
like there's going to
lot.
be a lot
That's
of dumb
fair.
ones too.
No, that's fair. And I would even argue most Star Wars fans are probably not that dumb. But man, the ones that are dumb make the rest of us look real bad. And fuck it, I'm a dumb Star Wars fan. Whatever, I'm a dumb Star Wars baby. But like, fucking Poe goddamn Dameron is an idiot. Did
I
dumb
like
shit.
Oscar Isaac though.
Oh, I love Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac is great. Poe Dameron is an idiot, and he deserved getting slapped in the face.
John, what about Finn? What's he about?
He's an ex-stormtrooper. He's out being.
would
There's a
I
redemption
be
story.
incorrect to say Finn is about being the only black character in the current Star Wars canon?
Listen, I am making jokes about it because I do think on some level it is a little sad, but also because it actually is a problem that people have like made like comments on a lot in Star Wars. Is that like,
Isn't he traitor? Doesn't he fight the guy with the nunchuck?
He does.
Or whatever.
Yeah. He fights Mr. Nunchuck guy.
Good for him.
Vuv. That's the sound his nunchuck makes.
That's pretty cool. How do I get me one of them?
Fucking strap some electricity onto the edge of it, and you're done.
All right.
It's not actually. I mean, as far as things go, that one's actually not too bad.
Bolt nunchucks.
Add it to your Christmas wish list. Santa will bring it to you.
What about those ladies from the Jedi Fallen Order? They looked pretty sick.
The Night Sisters?
Are they real or are they just like?
Yeah, they're super cool. They're fucking Force witches. They're out doing Force witch shit. They have zombies.
Oh, witches.
All right.
Yeah.
We do
Like
have
Twitches?
I hate to cut this conversation, but we do have things to talk about before we end. Namely, Jackson
Twitches.
rapping the Team Rocket theme. What was that? Jackson singing the Team Rocket theme?
I don't know. You're the one with the Patreon.
It's more of a spoken word, really.
Doing the spoken word of the Team Rocket theme.
Is this a thing that we should all know about? Is there context to this?
I posted. I'm mad at you, Dan. I posted it in a general freaking weeks ago.
My dude, I don't know why you think I pay attention to things. I've notoriously
It's our
been terrible at
Patreon
that.
shout out from Cloud.
I'm scrolling up.
Knew it was a Patreon shout out. Didn't know what like if there was more context to just rap the Team Rocket theme. I didn't know.
Oh, reciting it. There it is. Yeah, he has to do the Team Rocket intro, except he does all the voices. That's it.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. A beautiful spoken
All right, guys,
word.
we're like pause recording for a second so I can watch it so I can do a good impression because I have not heard this in a long time. Yeah, so in preparation for doing this, I watched it again and their voices are not at all how I remember them.
Really?
Well, I mean, James's is. Jesse's is just, I don't remember Jesse sounding like that. I remember Jesse sounding far more like effeminate as a child, but in reality, like Jesse's voice is almost weirdly more masculine than James's. It doesn't really affect anything or matter, but it's just a
fascinating new discovery.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen the original like Pokemon since I was like around probably like 10 or 11, so who knows? All right.
Indeed. You knows. Theoretically, you're the one that's supposed to know.
It's true. I am, I feel like I'm not opposed to doing this myself, but I just feel like if we had all three of us do it, it'd be a great time.
But see,
it's true, but there's three voices needed for it, and
here's the problem.
Yes.
Here's the problem. Mm-hmm. Then Noah has to do like 3 times as much editing on just this clip to make us all match up. And also, I literally never watched a Pokemon TV show, so.
Well, you can watch the video too. Okay. So, I
or
Cloud.
you can just.
I was about to do it, but then you're just gonna talk over me. Did you plug your ears like I did? Did you plug your ears and start talking as soon as they do? All right. So this is a patron shout out for Cloud. Are there any other patron shout outs we should be worrying about right now?
There is, and we'll do it right after.
Okay. So first, Cloud has requested that I do the Team Rocket intro, except I do the voices. For this, I am using the original Team Rocket intro. I know they've done like a whole bunch of them. Like every season, pretty much they change their intro. And then because I'm more familiar with this one, I'm just gonna do the original one. It's the most classic. Prepare for... hold up. I think Jesse starts. Prepare for trouble. Make it double. To protect the world from the devastation. To unite all people within our nation. To denounce the evils of truth and love. To extend our reach to the stars above. Jesse. James. Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Meow, that's right. And then it also says lay in the bottom of the video, but I don't think I think it's just someone made a typo. All right, that's the Team Rocket intro for you. Noah, what else do we have to put off the
Dang, that's beautiful.
the Patreon list? Thank you.
I've never been so turned on in my entire life.
Yeah, I did try to go from one side of my microphone to the other.
The way you said James was so overly sexual. It was fantastic.
I mean that is kind of
in
the
character.
voice that he has.
James.
Here's
Oh, yeah.
the Team Rocket intro seems like it's going totally different places, and then they're like, to fucking denounce the evils of truth and love. You're like, oh wait, damn it, you're just bad guys. God damn it.
Yeah, it does sound like kind of playful, and then they're just like, yeah, truth and love are both evil things. You're like, oh, weird.
Oh, okay,
Weird
that's what we're
line.
up to.
Strange line to just hit them with. And like the rest of their lines are fairly tame. That one's just pretty raw.
Yeah.
It is kind of strange.
All right.
All right.
Other Patreon shit. What do you got, Noah?
What are we working with here?
You did good, Jackson. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Dude, you
Emma.
had all this time.
I'm sorry. No. Yeah. Emma would like us just to wish everyone a happy holidays.
Then we already did that. Check.
Check, done.
I believe that's how we started the episode off. We really
Nailed
got ahead of
it.
ourselves.
But
there.
Emma would specifically like us to wish everyone a happy holidays. So from Emma to everyone.
No,
Happy
from us
holidays.
through
I'm sorry. From Emma through us to everyone.
There we go.
The mouthpieces
Happy-
of. I was gonna say of truth and justice, but I don't like that. The weight on my shoulders. I'd rather just be the
mouthpieces of truth and
irresponsible
love.
self I
The
am.
evils of truth. The evils of truth and
yeah,
love.
the mouthpieces of the two primary evils of this world: truth and love.
The two primordial evils.
Exactly.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
I hope 2020 is better than 2019, both in terms of podcast content and life.
I was gonna say I don't just be like that guy, but no, that would just be the worst. Yeah, I hope it is too.
I don't know that I could deal with a worse than 2019.
You can find the podcast at facebook.com/OTA podcast, twitter.com/theofftheair, and patreon.com/offtheair. If you want to make us say things, by golly, you can.
That is true. You can do that. Give us money. Give us money so we can buy more things. What?
No.
I mean, that is technically why we want money. The things that we're buying are like
Our next
podcast hosting.
Our next pay money milestone is getting ourselves on Spotify. That's the goal for
That's
next
true.
year. Podcast goal next year, get on Spotify. Hey,
We should really revamp those.
everyone have a fantastic New Year's. Our socials are in the show notes. You've probably heard them all enough by this point. See you
If
next
haven't,
time.
welcome.
Noah
See you
ignoring the
next
socials.
decade.
I quit.